view is one of the most used by sports betting traders. As with the grid view, here you also have a top menu with the various market views available, from the grid to the all markets view. There is the name of the event and how long until it starts, as well as its current state, and also window options to collapse, always keep visible, minimize, maximize, or close. Below there is information on the matched volume in this market, and on the other side you can change the market quickly if you wish. There is also the cash out button, your customized stakes list, and a side menu. This side menu allows you to change the stake type, something that will be discussed later, change the bet persistent type, and set up automatic bets. In the specific options of this ladder view, we have the option to automatically center the ladder, identify the last transaction on the ladder, and batch scheduling options. In the ladder settings, it is possible to increase or decrease the height of each line and the font, depending on the screen space you have available. In the ladder selector, you can choose to have all the ladders visible or hide some. This can be very useful if you don't have enough screen space because you want to have multiple markets open, for example. If you choose to have only one selection visible, you can always quickly switch selections by clicking on the ladder header. Wager tool allows you to configure the ladder view in many ways, such as visible columns, adding or removing columns from the list, and the footer, to which you can add, for example, the list of unmatched bets and the Betfair chart. Moreover, you can also expand your view to include advanced, always visible graphs. For this, of course, you'll have to increase the available space for this ladder, thus achieving an advanced ladder view. There are back and lay columns, inverted back and lay columns, as well as combined columns with stakes and odds and with stakes and matched volume, so you can save a lot of space. The goal, of course, is not to have all the columns visible, but to choose the ones you need the most according to your needs and available space on screen. Let's have a look at the possible configuration. Select All My Stakes column, in which you can concentrate back and lay stakes, and also the chart column, which shows matched bets on each odd over time, the odd column, and the matched volume column. If you want to save some space, you can change the odd and All My Stakes columns by the stakes and odds column, which concentrates everything in one single column. As you saw earlier, reordering columns is very simple, just click and drag. This way you get a smaller and more concentrated ladder. This is very useful if you want to have multiple ladders on the same screen with this advanced view. Another configuration that can be very useful is to keep the odd and the All My Stakes columns as you are seeing at the moment. If you prefer, you can change the order of the back and lay columns, but at the same time select the inverted back and lay columns, which is another possible configuration that can be very useful. You can also increase the available ladder size and decrease the size of the graphics. Another option to gain space is to pop up these graphics, which will no longer be presented in the footer. To see the graphics in the footer again, you'll have to use the Footer Options menu. You have an expanded ladder configuration that takes up very little space on the screen right now, which is very useful for a complete view of all the relevant indicators. Let's see this ladder view in action in a horse racing market, so you can better understand what the ESA API is and the bet's matching speed. For example, you can see that the ladder jumps up and down quickly because it centers on the last transaction, but by resting the mouse pointer over the ladder, it stops jumping, or you can disable the Auto Center option in the Options menu. Finally, you can change letters easily with a single click.